are discuss about the fraction, and in this chapter we have discussed various topics like introduction of the fraction and types of fraction, equivalent fraction, and our today's topic is like fractions and unlike fraction. Today we shall discuss about this topic like fraction and unlike fraction. Okay? Let us see what is the like fraction. Let us see like fraction. What is the like fraction? Fractions having same denominator are called like fraction. Are called like fraction. Example: 2 upon 7, 9 upon 7, 6 upon 7, 8 upon 7, etc. Okay, so this is the definition. Fractions having same denominator are known as like fraction, and here you can see the example. Let's understand about the definition. What does the definition mean? The meaning of the definition is that we have to just see about the denominator. We needed to take the idea about what is the numerator. No. Here we needed to see the numerator. Here we have no any relation with the numerator. We have to just see what is the denominator. Okay, so in this fraction, if we see the denominator, we find that the all denominator of all the fractions are all equal and they are 7. Okay, that's why we say that the given fraction 2 upon 7, 9 upon 7, 6 upon 7 and 8 upon 7 are all like fraction, are all the like fraction. Okay, so here in order to predict which fractions are like fraction, we have to see only the denominator. We needed to see anywhere except the denominator. Our complete focus would be on the denominator. If the denominator are same, then they are known as like fraction, and if the denominator are not same, then we have no idea. Let's see, if the denominator are not same, then what we say then. Okay, so let us see the next, that is the unlike fraction. Fractions having different denominator, the fractions having different denominator are called unlike fraction. This is the definition. Okay, I say that the converse of like fraction. The converse of like fraction known as unlike fraction. Why we say the converse? Because we know that like in the like fraction the denominator are same, but in the unlike fraction the denominator are different. So we can say that the converse of like fraction known as unlike fraction. And here I give the definition: fractions having different denominator are known as unlike fraction. And if we see the examples, we get 2 upon 5, 9 upon 8, 3 upon 7, 4 upon 9, etc. So these are the examples of unlike fraction. Here also our focus would be on the denominator, because here we have to only see the denominator, okay, and no one. Here we needed to see at a glance on the numerator, means what is the numerator, no matter about the numerator. Here our only focus will be on the denominator. If the denominator are different, then they are known as unlike fraction. If the denominator are same, then they are known as like fraction. Okay, so I hope you get everything clearly, what is the like fraction and what is the unlike fraction. Now let's see the next, that is the comparison of fraction. We compare the fractions in two ways. We compare the fraction in two ways. Here we shall study about the comparison of the fraction, in which we shall compare the fraction in two manners. The first, the comparison of like fraction. The first is comparison of like fraction. And the second is comparison of unlike fraction. Okay, students? So this is the two category of comparison of the fraction. Let us see the comparison of like fraction. The comparison of like fraction is too easy in comparison of unlike fraction. The comparison of like fraction is too easy. Why? Because as we see in the definition, our complete focus was on the denominator. But when we compare the like fraction, then our complete focus will be on the numerator. That is, here when we compare two like fraction, then we just see only their numerator. We needed to see denominator because their denominator will be same. There is no doubt. So here we just see only the numerator, and here we write, if we have two fractions 8 upon 7 and 6 upon 7, there are two like fraction and we have to compare them. So in this way we just see the numerator, okay, and here if we see the numerator, we find that 8 is greater than 6. If we see the numerator of all the different fractions, then we get 8 is greater than 6, which means that the fraction 8 upon 7 is greater than 6 upon 7. Okay, this is the comparison of like fraction. I hope it is clear. Let's see one more example of comparison of like fraction. If I write here 10 upon 11 and 11 upon 11, then which one will be greater? Then if we see, then we find that both having the same denominator, that is why these two fractions are like fraction. Okay, so one thing is clear, that the fraction is like. If the fraction will be like, then here our need to see only the numerator. We needed to see what is the denominator. So our next aim is to see the numerator. So here we have the numerator 10 and 11, and in the both case we have 11 is greater than 10, which means that 10 upon 11 is less than 11 upon 11, or 11 upon 11 is greater than 10 upon 11. Okay. Sometimes we can also write it like this: 10 upon 11 and 1. Sometimes 11 upon 11 can also be written by 1, because 11 1 11, 11 1 11. So our this. Since here we have seen that 11 upon 11 is greater than 10 upon 11, then it is clear 10 upon 11 is less than 1, because the value of 11 upon 11 is 1. That means 1 is the whole. 1 is whole, and here we have divided 1 into 11 part and taken 10 part. That means it is obvious that 10 upon 11 will be less than 1 and 1 will be greater than 10 upon 11. I hope it is clear. Now let us see the next comparison of unlike fraction. The comparison of unlike fraction is done by two methods. The first is cross multiply. The first method is cross multiply method. And the second is actual division. And the second is actual division method. Using both conditions, we can identify which fraction is greater and which fraction is smaller. Let's see next one by one. If we have any two fractions, 2 upon 5, 9 upon 7. Okay, so you can write 6 upon 7. So here we have no idea which one is greater. Okay, don't look at the numerator. Why? Because the denominator are not same. That means they are unlike fraction. So here we cannot justify which one is the greater. For this, we apply here cross multiply like this, and here we get 7 to the 14 and 6 5 are 30. Now just tell me which one is greater. 14 is less than 30 and 30 is less than greater than 40, which means that 2 upon 5 is less than 6 upon 7, or you can say that 6 upon 7 is the greater fraction. So this is done by cross multiply. Now let's see the next is division method. If I have 8 upon 4 and 9 upon 3, we can do cross multiply, but here I want to apply division method. Here I want to apply division method. So when we divide 8 by 4, let's divide 8 by 4. 4 to the 8. So here we get 2. And similarly, when we divide 9 by 3, we get 3. So here we write that. Now just tell me, student, which one is greater? 3 is greater. Then what is the meaning? 9 upon 3 is the greater fraction. Okay? I hope it is clear to all. Yet you have any problem, then please go to the comment section and mention your doubt. Okay? I'll come in the next video with new topic. Till then, goodbye.